YouTube, it is Thursday, August 31st. I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about. It's called post-traumatic stress from a previous relationship. Before I go on, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that bell notification. Ding that bell notification. Post-traumatic stress. I realize that and I have to, in all fairness, for the party that can't tell their story. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I've got to say that. I didn't look at it as bad, but we're gonna call this post-traumatic stressing. Finances. It's like, okay, so what really sunk your previous relationship? Was it infidelity? Nope. Wasn't infidelity. Was it going separate ways? Nope. Wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was literally finances. It was literally finances. I was the stronger financier, meaning that I pulled the stronger income, and my ex-wife, she spent, and if she's watching this video, if she happens to come across this video, she made the comment that she did that because I was not there. She felt neglected, blah blah blah. It's almost like a revenge spending. That you can ask her. If I'm lying, I'm flying. But it was like, okay, so you decided to burn this man out. You spent money without the consideration of who has got to put it back. Now we got a lot of good high paying jobs out there, but still the work that I do, literally, when I say it can be unlimited, Scott, there's no cap. And if I decided to get out there and do what I did today and introduce myself to some properties, I'm A, B, C, and D, woo, woo, woo. I have work coming in and I'm not even advertising. And this goes on not just for pool work, okay, maintenance work, okay this, okay that. It's like it's unlimited. So literally, if I have a partner that spins and we're together, keep this in mind. If you're two single individual, who cares? That's your money. When you guys get together, you guys become tied up. So if you have one person that, even if you guys have two jobs that's paying income, it's like, okay, I think my counsel made a comment. Did you notice each other's spending habits? I said I took note. I said I took note of, and when I say I took note, I asked certain questions. Well, how much you got there? Blah blah this. Okay, and I'm taking mental note. And well, why is this? And it's like, no, I take note of that, because in a relationship, that means that if you don't got it, I've got to got it. I've got to got it. Now we should both have it. And we're not talking about in terms of that this is, 1930s, 1940s, where the man is working. And yes, at the same time, I pride myself as a man on being able to provide and protect. However, at the same time, there's a cost to that. There's a cost to, well, my man's not home. Daddy's not home. He's doing this. He's doing that. And keep this in mind. Sacrifice has got to be sacrifice. I would say that sacrifice has got to come out of somewhere. It's kind of like if I want to be a good piano player, I've got to sacrifice. I'm up early in the morning going over old pieces, artwork. And literally, this happened this morning. I'm up doing this, doing that, doing these runs, and I need to spend more time. I've got to sacrifice time. Time for us humans is the greatest sacrifice. I've got to sacrifice my time. And then if you're in the field that I am in, pool maintenance, repairs, construction, that means that not only are you sacrificing your time, You're sacrificing your body. You're sacrificing your body. You know, we in this part of the business, we make a lot of money. You know, young kids out there getting it right now. But as they get older, their body is going to start, it's like a basketball player. You know, a basketball player, by the time he gets to 36, his knees are shot. Provided good living, made the millions, got in, you know, got out before it got too bad. That's the reason, probably one of the reasons why Michael Jordan got out at the height of his game. You know, we've got to sacrifice something. So with the partners that you know, if you're together, realize that partner has got to sacrifice something. You know, if you want this, if you want that, if we want this, and if it's not coming from your end, I can see if it was coming from both ends. That way, it can relieve some of the pressure, balance something out. But if it's all coming from one end, that person that is coming from has got to work harder to put it back or maintain it. I preach this to young kids and couples all the time. I say, well, what do you both got? Okay, you guys both single, no kids, blah, blah, blah. You guys should both be getting it. Both be getting it. Both come into the, Biggie said, I put my key in, you put your key in. Money we be seeing. It's got to be both. It's got to be both. It's got to be both, because if it's not coming from both, and I've talked about this in previous YouTubes, resentment starts to set in. Trust me, I've heard this from females and males alike. Resentment does set in, where you start looking and you start resenting the partner that you're with. And she might start resenting you because you're not spending the time with her. That resentment will become a reciprocal life-breathing force inside the relationship. It will become that. So in order to prevent that, and this is kind of the reason why I said, you know, I'm post-traumatic stressing, because you can't help but to post-traumatic stress on, okay, well, how did my previous one begin? Okay, I began doing all this, you know, blah, blah, blah. Then I started working, then I started doing that, you know, and okay, well, what are you doing now? Well, I'm still working, and, you know, I'm doing this, and, you know, but I'm doing this at a higher level now, at a higher level. And then you start getting shell-shocked. You start getting shell-shocked, because it was like, okay, this is something, and I had to think about that. I said, is it me? And actually, if you're doing the same thing as far as working, and you're providing, you're coming to the table in the forefront and putting your all, it is you. This is the way I'm wired. This is the way I'm wired. I'm literally a helper. I am literally if I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You know, and I'm that way to my detriment. I am that way to the detriment of me. Which means I gotta have somebody protecting me from me. My wife, Wave, I know you're watching this. I gotta have a protection from me. Somebody even said it. They said, Josh, if you got rich and you turned around and had a lot of money, you probably give it away. That's a good thing. But back to the post-traumatic stressors. What is causing this post-traumatic stress is, one of the reasons why is because, like I said in counseling yesterday, I said I got more years behind me than I have ahead of me. Let's be real. 45 years old. You know, you heard of Magoo, died at 50. Kevin Samuels died at 55. Blah, blah. You know, I've got more years behind me than I have ahead of me. And it's like, it's you know, fun to think, okay, well, guys, you know, we got till 86, 87. Okay, you can look at that two ways. Okay, how do you want to be living out the end of your years? You want to be that lady at Walmart handing out shopping carts, Or I saw a woman and she's just waiting tables. I've seen my music instructor literally lose it all. And I'm thinking, how can a classically trained pianist who sat there and entertained the world and working with classical entertainment, I was privy, and I thank God for the experience to witness the crowd of people that this person was around. And it was all because of bad financial moves. Bad financial moves. Years ago, I gave my brother some very good, solid advice. He turned around. His credit went from 630 to 800. Got financed for his first car. Got a Discover card. And he got with the wrong person. And all that shit went to the shitter. Sometimes you gotta watch who you get with at the same time. You got to be privy of. And I said, dude, you was doing good. How did this happen? Gotta make sure that you financially, I would say finances ruin it before sex. I said it. Finances ruin it before sex, because it just does. Finances, and I've had women tell me this. I've had women say, I wish my man would rather go out and get a piece of trim on the side, as long as they can sit there and financially set me up good. I don't have to know, because finances mean a lot. Finances equate to work. Finances equate to time. All sex equates to is feeling good in a closer connection. But when you talk about building and you talk about getting people stable, it means that somebody's got to work. Somebody's got to wake up in the morning. Somebody's got to be doing shit that they don't want to do when they could be doing better shit. If you guys work as a team together, this is my advice. Work as a team. And money's got to come in quickly. I'm not gonna have hey, as soon as I do a job, boom, I'm getting cut a check. And it's gotta be, and this is the way I started operating this new business. I said, my checks now, the jobs that I do, my checks now are over 75% of the job. And I knew this before. Early on in business. The reason why I couldn't operate this way is because I had a team of people. I actually had to get solo, cut everything down. I had to go Beyonce. I had to go Eminem, D12, name of my band. I'm the leader of this band. I literally had to cut them off in order to operate and maneuver comfortably with the way I want to maneuver. Think about that, because I didn't have them to think about. I had, this is what I want to do, this is time, blah, blah, blah. I was able to operate more fluently because I couldn't work with them as a team. Guys, team up with the right individuals. If you're in a group, all you guys, it's like if I held an investment group, I want to know everybody's savings. Yes, I do. Bring it to the table, and if anybody's lacking, I need to have a conversation with that person. Yo, what's going on in your life? Because here's the thing. A chain is as strong as its weakest link. Whether, even if that's two links within marriage or a relationship, if one link is weaker, that chain up front is going to be weaker. If both chains are equally tight financially, equally tight in goals, guess what? Hey, now you can engraft a third link, baby. Third person, business. Every link has got to be strong. Everybody's got to be pouring in 100%. Man, this you guys can kind of tell this is a tough topic for me. That strikes close to home because I've lived it. But think about that. Yeah, this is I'm talking about post-traumatic stressors. Leave some messages in the comment section. What are what do people post-traumatic stress about that they bring into another relationship that they should not? and let me know how it's being dealt with. Thank God we got some counseling, right? Got some counseling to help weather this storm. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Peace.